Hey everybody, it's Darnell Crittenden from DCN Networks and Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit subscribe. Leave a notification on so you not miss DTV at its best. This is D's Word of the Night, Monday, July 22nd, 2024. Thank you so very much. Right now, the Spotty Nash show is at 690 subscribers. Repeat, 690. To all my 690 subscribers, thank you so very, very much. But the quest still continues. What's my word of the night? For starters, let me get to movies right quick. Let's get movies out the way. And one of the movies I'm ready for this week, even though I might not see it till like a week later, but I gotta get it off my chest right now. Deadpool and Wolverine, yes. July 26th, that'll be this Friday, the premiere of Deadpool and Wolverine. So again, shout out goes out to Marvel Jesus himself, Ryan Reynolds, and the greatest showman on earth, Hugh Jackman, aka Logan, aka the Wolverine. And just to let everybody know, this is Hugh Jackman's last and final performance as Wolverine. If I don't see no other movie at the end of 2024, other than Venom, Let There Be Carnage, other than Kraven the Hunter, you got a lot of other movies that's coming out, but if nothing else doesn't matter to me, Deadpool and Wolverine, gotta see it. I got 2 t-shirts in there, one for Deadpool, one for Wolverine. So probably if I don't see it this week, well, for starters, Friday I'm gonna be at work, so there's no way I can't see it Friday. But I guarantee you, next week on my next off day, I'm gonna see Deadpool and Wolverine. And who knows? I'm gonna do a Facebook live on my thoughts and previews on how this gonna turn out. I mean, anything that's Marvel is gold. So I want you guys to know, is it gonna be a day one for you guys to see Deadpool and Wolverine? And if so, leave in the comments. I need to grab something right quick. I'll be right back. I meant to grab it early, but I'll be back. I am back, and I want to give out shout outs right now to the president and co-founder of DCN Networks and Power Players, Sean the Genius Harris. Shout out goes out to you, to everybody at the Harrison headquarters on the south side of Chicago. Shout out goes out to you guys, to Sean's sister April. Shout out goes out to you, to my goddaughter Sarah, my little lima bean. Shout out goes out to you. Who else need to give a shout out to? To the dangerous one himself, DDG, Dangerous Danny Garcia. Shout out goes out to you. And to my other brother, Alex the Lone Wolf Thorne, and at Thorne Theater. You know what? I never won anything a day in my life. And I try to catch his show every chance I get, and believe it or not, you want to go to Thorn Theater on YouTube, and I left a comment in as how I felt as far as Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2, and 3, and he was explaining everything about Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. I seen all of them, and believe it or not, Axel F was good, and I gave him my opinion on how I felt as far as on all the movies. And if I had to choose, I would say Beverly Hills Cop 2. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the first one, but Beverly Hills Cop 2 and Axel F, I gotta admit, they brung the hype, they brung the pain. And since I gave him my opinions on Thorn Theater, and I never thought it was going to be a contest, it just so happens that I won. And since I won, it's only right to show you I have won from Thorn Theater, Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2, 3, the movie collection, and it's on DVD. As a matter of fact, I'm going to watch this after I finish my recording. So again, I want to give a huge special shout out to Alex Thorne from Thorn Theater. That's the first time I won anything in my life. And again, to my brothers, Alex and Danny, thank you guys so very much. I never thought I won anything in my life. That's the first time I actually won something. And again, I'm a huge fan of Beverly Hills Cop, so immediately following, after this broadcast, I'm gonna watch all 3 of them, okay? And if they ever do come out with Beverly Hills Cop Axel F on home video, I'm gonna try my best to get this too. So wow, my mind is blown. This is amazing. And again, shout out goes out to Eddie Murphy. Good job, man. I think that's cool stuff. Okay, but back to what I was saying as far as these were the night, as far as on Deadpool and Wolverine, leave in comments. Tell me if you guys are going to see this movie. And if so, tell me. Just tell me. I really want to know. Next on these word of the night. Yeah. I just paid this game off last week. Undisputed. On the screen. The Deluxe WBC edition. Now this game comes out October 13th. So hopefully I will be back online before then. Oh, and I'm letting everybody know right now in advance. Next month, my my PlayStation subscription will be, it'll be gone. Don't fret, don't worry. I'm going to renew my PlayStation subscription. If not August, no later than October. So I'm looking at the window between August and October, definitely in October, so I could be back online because of 2 reasons. One, I got to keep the show going. And to all my 690 subscribers, I've been saying this for years, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you guys taking the time out, just leaving in comments. And again, my biggest fan of the show right now, to the guru, Larry Leonard. He's been my biggest fan. He's leaving comments in every week. And, we need more comments, not just from him, but from everybody. Leave in comments. Tell me what you guys want to see. Do you want to see more gameplay? Do you want to see more props on the show? Do you want to see more cool stuff? Again, I've been saying this for years. I'm just the name, the face. I just paid the internet bill, okay? And just let you know, I gotta pay the PlayStation Plus network next month so I can continue this show. The 80% are you guys. And back to what I was saying as far as Undisputed, the deluxe edition, this comes out October 13th. Already paid it off. I ain't got nothing to worry about. All I gotta do is step in the store, show them my receipt, walk out. That's it. But I have to get back online before then because I'm gonna be doing some online gameplay as far as Undisputed. And then don't forget, come December, you have the Marvel vs. Capcom collection, and then you have Dragon Ball Shining Zero. So you got a lot of games coming in on the horizon. But you know, I can't do it all unless I need more support from my subscribers, my family, my friends, my commentary. You know, you guys matter. So just letting you know, the game's paid off. All I gotta do is pick it up. That's it. Yep. We're gonna put back up our little logo. Let's see. I'll put that back up right now. There we go. So that's part of these words of the night, but again, I don't like talking about politics on my show, but I'm gonna make this brief. And keep in mind, politics on my show is like really 3%. Okay, I was seeing something on YouTube today that I've seen some interesting things. For starters, my mind was blown and I found out that Joe Biden stepped down for whatever reason. I don't know, was it health issues? I don't know what it was, but I do know one thing. He stepped down and now he's passing the torch on to Kamala Harris, and right now it's going to be the battle between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. Here's what I think about the two of them. For starters, let's get on with Trump. Trump, again, I have nothing against the guy, but at the same time, I'm just going to tell you the truth. He's a jerk. He is a jerk. In America, I don't know what the hell y'all thinking of. He been indicted over what 20, 30 times? And y'all still want this man back in the White House? Now, I've told you on my last show, I made a prediction that they was going to kill him. And sure enough, my prediction was close. Now I'm going to make another prediction. And that prediction will be, let's just say he wins. Trump is going to do two things. One, if he wins, he's going to have his civil war. And what I mean by that, he will be the first president not only been re-elected for another whole term, okay, not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, but to get back in and do a rebound and do it another 4 more years? Come on, you don't see something wrong with that? But I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen. You know, I'm no psychic. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't gauge into the future. I don't look beyond the smokes and mirrors to see what's going to happen next. But I will predict this again. If this happens, 2 things is going to happen. One, Trump is going to have his civil war because he's a sore loser. And 2, you think he got shot in the ear last time? Now he got to have eyes in the back of his head. That's just one sniper. And they took him down. Now I'm going to call it exactly down the line. What's going to happen if he had to deal with 2 snipers, 3 snipers, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? What's going to happen if he had to deal with more than a dozen snipers? Not just aiming at his head, but every other body part that's moving on this man. See, you know, again, I have nothing against him, but at the same time, I'm just going to tell you the truth. He is just a jerk. All right. And for America to bring this man back in after all the indictments, after all the crazy stuff he done did, you know, it ain't going to last. It might last for the moment, but in the end, it ain't gonna last. All right. And if I have to choose, again, I'm no politician, but if I have to make a choice between the jerk or the skirt, which in a second I'm about to start talking about Kamala Harris, I'm gonna choose the skirt. I'm gonna choose Kamala Harris, and here's the reason why I'm gonna choose Kamala Harris. Okay. See, it's going to be history on both sides. On Trump's side, he get a chance to go back in there and do a repeat all over again another 4 more years. Or 8, depends on what the situation may be. And now I'm leaning my attention towards Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, Like Obama. Obama was the first black president to step in. Hell, if that's the case, y'all might as well bring this man back in. But you know what? History has a way of changing things around, because Kamala Harris will be the first black female in office. So instead of her being called the president, she will be called Madam President. Now, I know a little bit about Kamala Harris. Let's get that out the way right now. First of all, Kamala Harris, she got common sense. She got a lot of common sense. And I hope both of them is watching my show right now. But if I have to choose, don't like to play favoritism, and I'm going to go there. I'm going to choose Kamala Harris. Here's the reason why. One, again, she will be the first black female in history, if it goes that way, to become Madam President. That's one. Two, she gonna need some people that knows more about this rodeo than she do. And I hope she's watching my show right now. In fact, I hope this goes public and televised. Kamala Harris, if I were you, get some people that ran this rodeo just as long as you have. I will get people like Michelle Obama, Hillary Clinton. You know, I will get some little backup support from like Oprah Winfrey. Who else? Tyler Perry. You know, get you some people that you know. Hell, Obama himself. You know, get you some people that you know that's going to support you. I think with the right people by her side, with the right influencers by her side, with the right connections, with the right pull, with the right resources, Kamala Harris will win. You know, now if she wins, and I pray that she does, what she'll bring to this nation is what Trump is not bringing to this nation, and that's common sense. Okay, now, don't want to wish nothing bad on her because, like I said, I love her to death. Now, if they try to pull that stunt on her like they did on Trump, now Kamala Harris, if she lives to tell it, gonna have her civil war. But right now, this is Trump's arena. He wants to orchestrate and grin and look stupid that he is right now. Let him have his fun. But I'm going to call the prediction down the middle. Kamala wins, this nation will have some common sense. Trump wins, he's going to have his civil war. And if that happens, I guarantee you personally, this won't be his first time getting shot. Right now, that man is so worried about winning. His biggest worry of all, he needs to be worrying about how he's going to survive long enough to win. See, again, he let his arrogancy overrule his judgment. You're going around pumping your fists, thinking you're the man. I guess you haven't watched any of the Arnold Schwarzenegger movies when it comes down to Predator. There's an old saying in the Predator movie, if it can bleed, we can kill it. You took a shot in the ear. Technically, it's supposed to be in your temple right about now. And I guarantee you, one thing or another, if you do win, it's not going to stop there. Somebody, and I made the prediction, and if the guru Larry Leonard's watching this right now, I've told you this a few months ago, man. I said two things going to happen to this man, and sure enough, out of one of the two things, it happened, and it came close of an eyelash nonetheless. But the fact is fact, it happened. I don't see the future. I'm just calling it exactly the way it's supposed to be seen, and it did. It did. It really, honestly did. So, whoever wins, may the best man or woman wins. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm just getting sick and tired, especially with Trump going around saying, let's make America great again. Like, you know, you sound like baby garbage. You sound like a joke. I'm no politician, but if I was, This is what I will say. Let's make America better again. It needs to be better. Okay? Again, I'm no president, but if I was, first thing I'm doing, I'm changing the laws in this country, because first of all, these laws suck. Our judicial system, as far as law enforcement, sucks, especially here in Chicago. What's the sense of y'all being cops and all the cops is doing, especially here? I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna call it like I see it. Only thing they doing is busting out the yellow tape, busting out the webcams, busting out flashlight, but they ain't stopping no bullets. Okay? Again, if it was me, I would get rid of all law enforcement. That's gone. Bye. Get rid of the law enforcement. Get rid of the feds. They out of here. I will keep just the state troopers and SWAT. Me, I will hire mercenaries and bounty hunters. Okay? Mercenaries gonna keep the law up, and the only difference is they're gonna get paid to take you out, and the bounty hunters, they will get paid to stop the gun violence and the drugs. Okay, that's what I would do if I were president. Another thing, I'm telling you, I would change the laws hard. If you ain't at work, school, or serving God, you deserve to be locked up. You know, me, personally, I will bring back the good old days. I mean the good old days, back in the 80/90 days. You know, back in that era. You know, when the street lights is on, you know you need to be in the house. Bring back the work permits. Bring back, you know, the death sentence, the death warranty, the death penalty. I will bring back electrocution. I will bring back the chair. I will bring back lethal injection. I'm bringing it all back. Okay? You know, you get caught with a gun, you ain't got the permit, you going away. I think the gun should be used as far as law enforcement, security. If you protected your home, that's fine, but just walking down the street thinking you John Wayne, no, that's got to end. That's got to end. You know, I got a million ideals, a million of them, but I'm not going to use all a million. I'm just going to say a good 1,000 of them. That's what I would do. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yeah, because my tablet is going to sleep. But yeah, but that's what I would do. You know, because it's crazy. You know, and crime in the world, I got an answer for that too. What you do, remember that movie? I don't know if you guys remember that movie, The Suicide Squad. You know, that was with Will Smith and Margot Robbie and everybody else in there. And then what they did, they made a GPS / a detonation grenade, and they put it in, they injected it with a needle and put it in the back of their head. Okay? What I would do, I would come up with that kind of technology. You grab a detonation / GPS, you put it in their head, and you send it over to Iraq. Okay? And what you do with that, they survive 10 years in Iraq, your head don't get blown off. You leave Iraq, the detonation in your head, you got 24 hours to make it back to Iraq. If you don't make it back in Iraq within 24 hours, we blow your damn head off. Okay? You survive Iraq, I give you a free pardon. See, these will be my ideals if I were president. Okay? Next ideal, abortion. Okay, and I speak this for all the women in America right now, all the women in the world. I don't like that Roe's way, that's garbage. And I'm going to speak this highly on the respect of all women in this world, which, just to let you know right now, we definitely need more women watching this show right now, okay? And I've checked the records, but that's another story for another time. Here's the thing for that. You know, when it comes down to abortion rights or whatever, I'm going to say this. Women, they are the creators of life. Like it or not, they are the creators of life. And I say this highly, strongly, and professionally. Her body, her choice. If she want to have kids, that's fine. If she don't want to have kids, that's fine too. Again, her body, her choice. Here's the best part. They don't have to have a man to be pregnant. Okay? Doesn't matter what age you is or how old you is. If she choose to have a child, fine. If not, cool too. Because y'all got to understand something. I speak this for all the women, man. All of them. You know, I'm not trying to make it too deep, but I'm going to say it, I'm going to move forward. The world, like it or not, if it weren't for women, life wouldn't exist. In fact, I'm going to go there, man. Out of all the beautiful things in God's creation, man, I'm going to be honest with you, man. The most beautiful thing in this world is a woman. And you heard it from a man first. So, as far as making life a penalty or a rule or, well, she can't have this or she can't have, man, screw that. Her body, her choice. Okay, I don't think human life should be a rule where a woman can't or cannot have kids. Can or can't. No. You know, if my girl want to have kids, fine. If not, I got to respect it. I got to respect it. Whether she's on birth control or not on birth control, it doesn't matter. Okay? You know, there's an old saying that James Brown song, it's a man's world, but it ain't a man's world without a woman's heart to take. That is true. So I speak this from all the women around the world that they feel that this Roe versus Wade is garbage. And here we go again. It's straight up hot garbage. Let them decide. And I say that because they are the creators of life. Hate to say it, I mean, sure, it's a man's world, true enough, but he ain't living it by himself. And I would tell anybody, man, God can take away all the most beautiful things in this world. All of it. All the moon, stars, quasars, planets, whatever. I had to borrow that from Ice Cube for a minute. The most beautiful thing in this world is a woman. And I'm going to be keeping it real with you. And you heard it from a man first. Let her make the choice. Even though I might be down with the choice, but I ain't the one carrying it. So, again, say whatever you want, but it's her choice. It's her choice. And it doesn't matter how young or how old she is, it's still her body and her choice, and it shouldn't be used as far as life within regard as whether it's legal or not. Let that go. So that's why henceforth I pray that Kamala Harris become the first female Madam President of the United States, because sometimes it takes a woman's touch. For real. For real. Straight up. I'm not joking. But, you know, the world it's not organized. It is not organized. You know, 2 decades ago, 3 decades ago, the world wasn't crap, but not as it is now. Okay, it's like everything's crazy. Cost of living up, insurance high as hell, up, food up. You know, buy a loaf of bread from the store, we talking about a little over $2. It's up. A gallon of milk is almost $3. It's up. Gas prices, I know, man, everybody over in Iraq, they probably making a fortune off of us. It's up. Everything is up. Even when you die, oh man, the funeral expenses, it's, man, you gonna, up. Again, if I was president, trust me, first thing I do, minimum wage, jack that up every year. Every year, jack that up. You know, trying to find, place to stay. crazy. It's crazy as hell. You know, but again, I'm not president, but if I was, I'm like, no, man, we need to come up with better programs. Better programs. Especially for, and I see this every day, and it really breaks my heart. I see this more and more every single day, you know, especially with the homeless going on in America, man. For real. I've seen more homeless, not so much as more homeless men now. I see more homeless women, more homeless children. You know, you got people coming in over here from Mexico now. It's just really quadruple the capacity, even worse. And I give them credit, you know, because they're trying, but at the same time, those who's less unfortunate, they trying, and it makes it harder for everybody. You know, I know we can't save everybody, but man, something need to be done. We need more programs, you know, especially for those who is the less fortunate. If it was me, I will, you know, I will come up with a program where, especially if you homeless, especially when it comes down to the females and the kids, man, put them on a program where to the point where they can try to help themselves, give them better housing, you know, put them in a job program, you know, give them. I will come up. I even got a name for the program. If it was me, I would call it Second Chance. Like I said, I'm no politician, but I will call it Second Chance. Second Chance program for me. If I was the president, we have the funding. Well, first of all, we get a group of 50 to 100. Okay, and those who got some education, will try to help get them, you know, get them a GED. They get them a GED. We put them in a housing funding. We put them in a housing funding up to 1 year. Okay, after 1 year, you know, they get into a housing funding, then we put them in a job placement program. Okay, even if it's just, you know, a trial for 6 months to a year and they do an outstanding job, their job becomes permanent. Okay, and especially like with these homeless kids out here, hey man, they need help too. I got some amazing ideas, and I would think if it was me, Second Chance program, again, especially for those who are homeless, who don't have no families, who don't have nowhere to go. They deserve that. You know, I think all preservation of life deserves a chance, because it could have been me out there. You know, not everybody has jobs, not everybody has cars. I got a job and don't have a car. Not everybody has family. Not everybody has something they can look forward to. Again, Kamala Harris, if you're watching the DCN Networks Presents Power Players show right now, I have an email address. You can email me anytime you want. Hey, if you need like a little, you know, junior advisor, let me know. I got some outstanding ideas. Okay, you know, teach them a trade. You know, teach them how to garden, teach them how to fix electronics. That's pretty much what me and the president and co-founder of DCN Networks of Power Place, that's what we doing. You know, I know a little bit about gardening, I know a little bit about electronics. Teach them some values. You know, and the world needs answers. You know, and another thing, you know, and I'm not trying to jinx this as far as COVID and all that, right now, that's just postponed. Okay, it won't be long before they come up with another strand. All right, gotta find a way to come up with better ways to fix all these diseases and all that. It's not need to be done. I don't even want to talk about as far as cyberspace. Okay, get rid of all the scammers. Get rid of them. Oh, they gotta kick dirt. Straight up. You know, for real. Let me just take care of this right quick. Yup. You know, because there's a whole lot going on in cyberspace. You got too many spammers. You got too many trollers. You got too many people trying to hack into your personal information. You know, and don't get me wrong, LifeLock is good, but at the same time, that ain't enough. I got an answer for that. Okay, and I hope you guys watching the show right now. We need more satellites. We need more satellites as far as social media. And I mean as far as YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, PlayStation, Xbox, whatever. We need more satellites. The WWE network needs more satellites. Fan of 9 of Car, I agree. Hey, sub to the show, by the way. You know, it's time to bring Big Brother back. Okay, because right now, you know, we ain't being watched. Okay, and right now, the way this world is going right now, man, forgot what it's like to be human. And technology's taking over. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to sound like a hypocrite. I'm a gamer. I love computers, you know. All that's cool, but at the same time, even with all the smartphones and all the tablets in the world, the one thing is missing most: common sense. And right now, the world ain't organized. It ain't organized. That's one. And two, we ain't got the money to make it organized. You know, as the words of Tony Stark, Iron Man, this is an imperfect world. It ain't the best world, but it's the only world we got. And right now, you know, Trump said something. I got to get back to him for a second. Trump said something when he was in office the first time. He's talking about he's going to make this $5 billion space project, you know, for us to live in space. You're stupid. If you can't handle Earth, you know, small world, big universe, if you can't get the world straight, fool, you ain't ready for space. You're not ready for space. Technically, space don't want to be bothered with you. You ain't ready for space. Send a rocket up there, don't know what you're doing, before you know it, it's crashed back there. You ain't ready for it. You far from ready. If you can't handle this planet, you're not ready for space. A $500 billion project to live in space. You sound stupid. $5 billion, if anything, you need to stop world hunger. You need to stop homeless. You need to stop shutting down these schools like an idiot. I'm not the smartest man in the world, but I sure in the hell ain't the dumbest. You know, and me, I'm the kind of guy, I'm the kind of man, I don't expect everything to be perfect. I don't expect everything to be right, but I expect results. Because don't sit up here saying you're going to make this world better again and you ain't bringing the results. Look at your actions the first time you was in office. You've been indicted so many times. Now, had it been somebody like me, oh, dude, you ain't about to see me run again anytime soon. I'm just telling it like it is. The world needs to be organized. The world needs two things: organization and the money to make it work. Okay? Because right now, this is where it's heading. You know, this is exactly where it's heading. You know, all that other junk, all that unnecessary stuff, like, you know, cloning pigs and make artificial body part. We ain't on that sci-fi junk right now. And by the way, I'm a huge fan of sci-fi, just to let everybody know. We ain't on that. Okay? Because right now, I'm not saying that ain't important. It is, but that's not important. We ain't on no sci-fi stuff. We ain't worried about that cloning stuff. We ain't worried about building Skynet to make Terminators and Robocop and all that. We ain't on that garbage right now. The world needs results. The world needs answers. The world needs to stop living in its own nightmare and start living in a reality. There's an old saying: you want to live in the problem land, or do you want to go to the promised land? And Right now, the world needs results. Okay, and that's the words of my boy, Denzel Washington from Training Day. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. And I hate to say it, he's actually telling the truth. So all this junk, especially from Trump, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, you ain't gonna do nothing. You're not gonna do nothing. But my prediction about you, I'm gonna call it like I say it again. If he does win, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Even after he wins, he needs to be more worried about survival, just like everybody else. The man bled, and I'm gonna let you on a secret. He's gonna bleed again, and it's just a matter of when. Now, as far as Kamala Harris is concerned, I think she'll do better because of her common sense. Okay, again, it's because of what she can prove. With the right people, with the right connections, she will win off of common sense. And to have a first female, not to mention a first female black president to win, hey, it happened. Nobody thought we never gonna have a black president, Obama. Nobody thought, like Cat Williams said all these years, white, whoa, black, time out for a minute. Nobody never thought it would happen. And guess what? It did happen. And guess what? It's gonna happen again. Not because it was meant to be, it was for the fact because it was supposed to be. And I'm not racist, don't get me wrong, man. I love everybody, but to tell you the truth, the only presidents that matter to me right now, it doesn't matter who jumps in this office first, the only presidents I care about more than anybody are the dead presidents. Because win, lose, or draw, the money always wins. And it doesn't matter who's going to run for office. Doesn't matter if it's Trump. Doesn't matter if it's Kamala Harris. Personally, I'm leaning more towards Kamala Harris. But in the end, I say it so many times, politics and money is the perfect marriage. But in the middle, don't always knock out the middleman so short. In the middle, it doesn't matter who wins this race. The money always wins. Always have, always will. That's the truth. Okay? You can look on the dollar bill and it says, "In God we trust." Straight up. The money always wins. Every time. But the question is, how you going to keep it going so it can continue to win? I said enough about politics, but hey, and again, shout out goes out to a fan. I'm just going to call him a fan for now. And I hope you sub to the show. We need answers. It's 2024. Man, 2025, I'm not ready for that. At least not now. I will be 59 at the end of this year. Before you know it, I'll be a part of the bucket list. Next year I will be 60. Man, I gotta get my stuff together for real. Straight up. But it's time for the world to be organized. Not just within the community, not just within ourselves, not just with the economics, but basically with all the preservation of all life is concerned. We need that. The world needs heroes. And I'm not talking about the DC universe. I'm not talking about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which, by the way, I'm definitely going to see Deadpool and Wolverine next week. I'm not trying to change the subject. We need younger minds in this world that has the answers. See, what they need to do as far as presidency, again, and I'm going to get off that subject, and I ain't got nothing against age. Stop hiring these old bastards. Get some young minds, get some stronger minds, get some brighter minds, get some futuristic minds, get some that not so many has so much of common sense, but have more of an imagination to flourish that common sense to make it stronger for the world to stand on its own two legs. Because, it really hurt me, like, oh man, Joe Biden, he's out. Now it's between the skirt and the jerk. I'm going with the skirt, man. I'm talking about Kamala Harris. So I'm going with her. For real, all day, every day. Because right now, the world needs results. The world needs answers. Because right now, I've seen more death in life out of the 58 years of my life. And then before you know it again, I will be 60 next year. Next year. And I gotta ask myself what I'm gonna do. What am I going to really do? And what I mean by the world needs Avengers, we need more younger minds. We need technology that's gonna save lives rather than just destroy them. We need more resources. We need more money. Lot more money. We need more safety. We need more housing. We definitely need more schools. We got too many damn idiots in the world. We ain't got enough brainchilds in the world. See, my ideal of a perfect utopia, if I was president, here's the thing with me. I will keep all the intelligent people in the world and all the dummies, you put them on an island by themselves. Because if you don't have the answers, the problems will never be resolved. The world needs geniuses. The world needs answers. The world needs results. So don't sit up here, and again, I hope Donald J. Trump is watching this show right now. Don't sit up here and give me that garbage talking about you're going to make America great again, knowing damn well it's getting worse, and you ain't trying to do anything to make it better again. See, that's my catchphrase. Let's make America better again. Let's get rid of the pollution that's within our waters. Let's get rid of the privacy of the homeless starving every day. Let's give our kids a brighter future. Let's have better health plans for all ages. Okay, let's have affordable insurance. I got a list as long as the Mississippi River. I really do. If anything, let's have more jobs. More jobs. We people gotta eat. We need more jobs. To the point, and here's the best part. I would change everything around. I would change everything around. You want to retire 65, fine. If not, keep doing. I feel after 65, I don't think nobody should pay taxes no more. Okay? Believe me, I got some amazing ideals in my head. I really do. I feel that your kids should have better insurance from the time they born until the time they turn 21. 21, they grown, they can do whatever the hell they want. Have more funding, especially for the handicapped and the disabled. The world needs answers. The cost, especially the cost of food, jack that down some, man. Jack it down. A gallon of milk is almost $3. Really? I don't even have a car. And gas, oh my God, gas. You fill up your tank right now, you jagging about $100. Knowing damn well you ain't going no further than 30 miles. Straight up. And if you riding around with these little electric bikes and scooters, that's cool, but after the first 2-3 hours, the battery's dead. Okay, I mean, it counts, but that ain't enough. Straight up. Something needs to be done. That'd be a good thing. Just imagine if Spidey O'Nan from DC and Net was a power players was become president. Oh, again, I'm no politician, but if I was, oh, dude, Thanos ain't got nothing on me, dude. I snap my fingers. I'm not gonna turn everything to dust. I snap my fingers. It's gonna be to the point where, you know, I stand for truth, justice, and the American way, and all the preservation of life and mankind. But again, certain rules. Again, not because it was meant to be. Certain rules for the fact it was meant to, supposed to be within the guidance of order. Something needs to be done. Because right now, you know, you got so many planets in the solar system. Earth is probably the most resourceful planet of the ball. Earth is destroyed. You're gonna go to Mars, total recall, ain't no air out there, now your face swell up and then your head blows up. Can't survive the rings of Saturn because the gravitational pull will strip you apart. Can't go to the moon. So we gotta think. You know, and for the record, we're not the only aliens in the universe. Just to let everybody know. It's time to start thinking. It's time to start realizing what the hell is really going on. Because in the end, regardless of who runs this presidency or not, in the end, this is still God's world. No matter who runs, who is on the other side of this fence or not. Straight up. You know, I never talked this serious in a while, but it just had an epiphany in my mind. I'm like, man, what a world we live in. What a world we live in. And it's up to us. It's up to us, you know, to make things in order for us to survive. Because, call it like I said, Trump gets into office and he wins, he's going to have the Civil War. Don't believe me? Check his ear. Now I'm going to go there. Want to know how I know? I'm going to call it like I said. Again, he's going to have the Civil War. When them tanks start rolling down Lakeshore Drive in Chicago, when them tanks start rolling down in New York City, when them tanks start rolling down in California, when them tanks start rolling all around the world, he will be the first president that's going to commence war on U.S. soil. And right now, still don't believe me? How about this? I'm pretty sure everybody saw the Hunger Games, right? Think of Trump as the next President Snow. Everybody now won't be states now. It'll be called districts. District 10, District 12, District 11, whatever. He's going to be the next President Snow. And then we have to die for this bastard, knowing for the fact we already half dead now. Like I said, you know, and I love my girl Candace Everdeen, you know, a.k.a. Jennifer Lawrence in the Hunger Games. I love her to death, man. I hope she's watching this show right now. So now, you know, I like certain movies like that because there's some truth to that. And I love that catchphrase when she said to President Snow, if we burn, you burn with us. Trump, trust me, he's going to have his Civil War. And if it happens on U.S. soil, if we get blown up, guess what? He getting blown up with us. Because if not, don't come back to my show saying later, Spidey, how did you know? Darnell, how did you know? How did you know? Player One, DC and Network, some power players. How did you know? I'll never tell. But I'm not far from the truth. But I'll give you a hint because he knew. He knew. Right now, this selection for him, sore loser, and it's personal. Because the better man won. And the best part, the better man that stepped down should be winning right now. And again, shout out goes out to Joe Biden. Straight up, man. You did what you had to do. I salute you. You know, I personally think you did a good job. That's just me. Well, I said enough about politics. Again, I don't like talking about politics on the show, but I just have to get that out. Again, we need to be organized. In fact, the world need to be better than him or anybody else. Okay? And that's what time it is. It's time to make this world better again. Not just for him. He could kick a brick and die for all I can. Not just for him, not just for anybody else, but for ourselves. Because if we don't take this world back the way it's supposed to be, where else you gonna live in the universe? You gonna live on Venus, you gonna live on Mars, you gonna live on Uranus? Where else you gonna live? Where you gonna live in the sea? You know, even though like 92% of the world, between 86 and 92% of the world is water. Okay, for a short while, but then what? We need answers and results. My little robot buddy, you can go on break. And again, shout out goes out to my 124 viewers that's watching this show right now. Thank you so very much. And again, the quest still continues. So come November, we don't know how this race gonna win. I'm praying to God that Kamala Harris wins. I'm praying, baby, you got this. Handle your business. As far as Trump, again, I don't have nothing against him. The only thing I have against him, the only thing I have against that orange rat bastard, son of a bee, he wants to fire the world. You're not bigger than the Constitution. You're going around saying fake news. You know what? You know what's the biggest fake news of all? Him. Me, I got something that he'll never have over on me besides descending that with some power players. I have real truth. Don't believe me, man? Check your ear. Check your ear. Well, I've said enough, but before I go, I want to give our birthday shout outs right now. So give me a second. We'll give our birthday shout outs. All right, as soon as I find my birthday banner. There it is. Yeah, there we go. And if this is your birthday month of July 22nd, 2024, happy birthday from all of us in DC and some Power Plus. My next guest is, do I give it out shout outs on birthdays? Yes, I do. 1, you have to sub to the show. 2, you have to leave in your comments as far as the day of and the day after. And 3, if I see it in the comments, I will give you a shout out live on the Spotty 09 show, because I've been saying it once, I've been saying it again, and I'm going to keep forcing this no matter what happens. As soon as I put up my doggone banner one more time, once I find it, because I'm about to end this show. Yeah. But let me know if you guys going to see Deadpool and Wolverine this week. My show should be the number one show on YouTube, on the PlayStation Network, on the Facebook community. So please leave in comments, leave in suggestions, whether you like the show, dislike the show. If there's something you don't understand, leave in comments. And don't forget, if you go to my YouTube page, I already have my email address. I'll say it. It's Tiamat, that's TIAMAAT 2004 at yahoo.com. I checks my emails twice a month. I'm sorry, I go to work every day, so I check it at the beginning and the end of every month. Little robot buddy, you can go on a break. You are officially done. And we about to play my music. And in 3, 2, 1. Oh, I'm gonna watch this tonight after I finish this show. And when you hear that music, that's D's Word of the Night. July 22nd, 2024 has come to a closure in its final destination. Well, that's it. Um, Later on today, or probably tomorrow, which tomorrow's going to be Tuesday, I'm going to do some exclusive gameplay. I don't know what I'm going to decide when I'm going to play yet. I might play some Final Fantasy 16 or some Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth or some Mortal Kombat. In fact, I might be playing some Mortal Kombat 1 tomorrow because I know Takeda for Mortal Kombat 11, he should be coming out soon, so you'll see some exclusive gameplay on that, and I will keep everybody posted. I had a long day at work. I'm about to get ready to rest. This is Darnell Crittenden from DC and Networks and Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. I'll talk to everybody later and later. Perfect service announcement to Chicago, to the world, man. Hey, just be mindful and be safe out there. I'm out of here. Peace. Until next time, Chicago. Until next time, the world. This is Darnell Crittenden from DC and Networks and Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. I'll talk to everybody later and later. Please, seriously, put those guns down, man. Put it down. For real. You know, I've been saying it for the longest. The life you save may be your own. The bullet you spare might save somebody else. Take that into consideration. I'm out of here.